Here's a video to help you fellas out within today's society. Bear with me a minute. That's for those of you that look online in regards to learning about human psychology on a whole, and male psychology even, for that matter. You're bound to see videos online now of the modern women claiming to know this about, you know, a particular said man, this about a particular said man, and oh, I just want a traditional man, and all of this bollocks. Take what they say with a pinch of salt, man, because half of the time they have no clue what they're talking about. They're chatting complete and utter shit. What they claim to want within a man isn't what they always want within the man when they get that particular said man. Because I can guarantee any of you watching this video, she'll get the man that she's been praying for, and I can guarantee you she'll be looking elsewhere for the bigger, badder, better deal. It's a harsh reality, but like I said, you're going to have to be at peace with it in order to understand it. And once you're at peace with it and you understand it, you no longer give a shit about the system that we live in, because it's flawed and it's deliberately constructed to fail both sexes. And when you realise this, you no longer feel the need to pursue nor even chase love, for that matter. And you have full power along with control over the opposite sex. Yep, they're really and truly going to be royally pissed off, but who gives a shit? Think about it, who gives a shit? Real talk, right? Well, there you have it. So, if you're unable to think and live for yourself, I would recommend that you seek spiritual discernment and you discern truth from lie when the opposite sex speaks. Because I can guarantee you, like I said, one, they have no clue what they're talking about. Two, they claim to want a particular said man, only to then throw particular said man under the bus and move on to the bigger, badder, better deal. And then crawl back to the guy that they threw under the bus in the first place, thinking that he exists. No, fam. He long gone. You know, he's long gone. You know, you killed him. Well, that's what he wants you to think. He might be just on, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Reserve, you know, for a woman that happens to know how to treat a man, perhaps, and that knows what a man really wants in life, unlike you kindergartens out there that can't get your own wicked way. Hence why, you know, you do what you do with your games, you know, thinking that we're going to tread eggshells as well as jump to your beck and call. No. Nope. So, fellas, like I said, once you begin to realise that the dating game is rigged and it's unfair, and there's just no winning the game, you take back your power and your authority over the opposite sex. Therefore, you are now in control of your life and who you get to spend time with. Fantastic, isn't it? Well, there you have it then. So it just goes to show, really, who has the upper hand when involved in the dating market, doesn't it? Us men. We will always have the upper hand. Always. It's not up for debate. It is not up for discussion even. Because like I said, I'm more than happy to share biblical manuscript that quite literally blow the opposite sex's ideologies, as you will, well out of the waters, leaving them look like an absolute moron, fool, for even sharing their warped perceptions in the first place. Me? Yeah, I'm not messing around, man. I'm hardcore. Truth. Seeker. And like I said, there's no amount of spiritual and psychological war nor damage the opposite sex and their blue-pilled girlfriend for boys out there can actually, in fact, inflict upon us in order to pull the wool over our eyes and revert us to our old ways. It's just not going to happen. Because like I said, when you guys out there so happen to experience a red pill awakening, you best believe it's going to be extremely uncomfortable, and it's going to be sometimes, it's going to provoke you onto rage, because you're sensing as though you're having all of your time wasted, your resources drained, as you will, and it is bound to royally piss you off. But like I said, in the long run, when you're at peace with it, you accept it rather than fight it and continue to push forward in life and live the life that the gospel created you to live. Sooner or later, you will attract a woman that so happens to know you from the inside out, that so happens to know how to treat you the way that you were designed and created to be treated. And my advice to you guys out there would be, don't follow this narrative. You're going to lose every time. Be a good guy. Get trampled on. Be a nice guy. Once again, become a doormat, Be a bad guy with a hint of good and a hint of nice. Be whatever you want to be. But don't always come crawling back for my time, resource and attention when I've tried warning you day in, day out that you are following a narrative that basically places labels upon people in order to convince people that they are said images that they're trying to maintain, when in actuality there's no truth to the images that you are trying to maintain, because they do not exist. Just like the times you try to get inside my head and my heart with your lies and deception, trying to turn me into becoming a particular said version that you want me to be. No truth to any of it. It's bullshit. It's smoke and mirrors. So, what else is there other than yourself, right? That's all we have at the end of the day. We have ourselves. And if you think that your so-called friends in today's society are actually your real friend, you've not even received a red pill awakening yet. Oh, and you're bound to, trust me. When you do, it's going to hit you like a freight train. And it is going to leave you questioning your own sanity. It is going to quite literally leave you questioning your own lives that you've lived all of this time. It's a harsh reality, but it's the truthful one. It is a truthful one. So, to you fellas out there, once again, take whatever women say you know, with a pinch of salt. And don't always take what they say with value. Always go for her actions. A woman's actions speak louder than her words. And if you have this level of psychology, you can use it in order to manifest as well as attract a particular said woman that you know deep down within your heart and mind are currently aligned with, you know. We're all looking for that ideal partner, but the problem is, in today's society, people are always quick enough to settle for less than what they actually deserve. And this is why I choose to remain single. Because I'm not settling for no one's business, nor am I allowing the opposite sex to settle for me. It's either you find me attractive, there's chemistry there, as well as genuine and, you know, genuine, what's the word I'm looking for? Reciprocation. In order for the relationship / marriage dynamic to work. Or I'm going to choose to remain single. No man within his right frame of mind would want to be settled for. But yet so many guys in today's society fall into this trap. Because they believe wholeheartedly that they can't do any better, find any better, therefore I'm just going to break. I'm going to fold like some paper straw and actually jump to these women's beck and call and give them what they want. You're a dumbass. Because you've technically given your power away to them. Whereas if you accept reality for what it is and quit trying to fight it, you begin to take back your power and authority over the opposite sex. Now the dating game is really in your hands. You get to choose who you could potentially see yourself having a marriage with, and who you could genuinely envision, or should I say envision being around, i.e. good company, as you will. Likewise, for that said good company to be reciprocated and gifted back, you know. In other words, you have that spiritual tool to discern who genuinely elevates your soul and who's just genuinely outright selfish, self-centered, egotistical and prideful, that want to pretty much kill or even try to destroy your said soul. You could discern just exactly who is real and who's full of shit when it comes down to the opposite sex, that is, because you have spiritual discernment. Spiritual discernment does not lie. And there we have it. Take something from it, learn from it, apply it to your life. You'll thank me later.